We know the concept empire, and it is related to the concept imperialism. This concept is actually a policy of a country. It consists of extending domination over other territories. Actually, it's a conquering of territory. The conquering country is called mother country, and the conquered territory is called colony. Imperialism was usual during the modern age, when European kingdoms conquered territories with weak monarchies, or just without some form of state. Spain and Portugal built empires with territories in America, Africa, and Asia. And Dutch Republic, France, and Britain did the same too.
They can move. And so then Green's going to go ahead and decide who else he wants to attack.
During the Second Industrial Revolution, the need of new sources of energy and the expansion of international trade thanks to the transports revolution marked the beginning of a new phase. Colonies of Spain in America became independent during the 19th century, and by the end of the century, Spain lost its remaining colonies in America, Cuba and Puerto Rico, and Asia, the Philippines. Britain and France extended their colonies very fast, taking control of large territories in Asia and Africa. Germany, Italy, Belgium, Russia, the United States, and Japan joined this imperial expansion. In 100 years, territories controlled by European countries and the United States grew from 35% Earth's land to 84%. Only 2 countries in Africa remained independent by 1914, Ethiopia and Liberia. The 3 main powers in Asia, the Ottoman Empire, Persia, and China, remain independent countries, but actually they were forced to grant trade advantages to Japan, Russia, United States, and European countries. Now we must study the factors of imperialism. They were economic, demographic, religious, political, ideological, and scientific factors. Imperial powers used their controlled territories to obtain raw materials, paying a very cheap price, and to sell their industrial products for a very expensive price, of course. You remember how the Industrial Revolution provoked a mechanization of the agricultural activities. As a consequence, plenty of agricultural workers were not necessary anymore. These people had to emigrate, and some chose the colonies. Europeans believed their culture and religion as the only true one, so they considered other cultures, and other religions of course, very primitive. Conversion into Christianity of native populations in Africa and Asia became a main goal for Europeans and a way of legitimation for their imperialist control. They would say, yes, we must control these primitive people to teach them the true religion. 3 were the political factors: geostrategy, competition, and prestige. According to their economic interests, imperial powers needed to control specific areas. For example, the communications of the huge extension of the British Empire, with territories in Asia, Africa, Atlantic and Pacific Ocean, made the existence of harbors and territories to supply the British merchant and military boats with coal, water and food completely necessary. This geostrategy was important during the 19th century and nowadays. Just have a look at these United States naval bases, or French, or British, or Russian. The economic profits provided by the colonies boost the competition between industrialized countries to colonize new territories, sometimes just to prevent other country to increase its power. One idea spread among European people: the more territories your country controls, the more important your country is. So European people supported colonialism based on nationalist ideology. Europeans believed in the superiority of white race. So other people in Asia and Africa were considered primitive, and Europeans had the duty to civilize them. Of course, this duty of civilizing people brought the right of ruling over these people. Scientists developed expeditions all over the world. In this way, they also contributed to imperialism, because the country that organized and financed the expedition, after they had explored a territory, country claimed the right to conquer it and, of course, to rule it and exploit it.